What's good, family? Shout out to the long supporting General Louis Perkins for boosting up your man the YB with the most loyal coin right now, 1,000,000% confirmed. So, we got some more breaking news right now regarding your man's Anthony, the number one, the world's greatest weightlifter, Johnston. So, for the people who don't know, it's pretty played out now. Everyone should know, but just in case you don't, a few days ago, Anthony Johnston was recorded pulling up with his shoes off. Yeah, took his shoes off at the door like a good, listen, 100%, I told you, man. Anthony Johnston is a good, middle class, good boy, 100%. And again, what we know is, AJ, in the history of pull-ups, in all the history of people of Dons pulling up, you best believe, the good middle-class Donny from Watford, the good middle-class boy from Watford, took his shoes off at the door before pulling up. Yeah, he did. Listen, end of the day, AJ respect the cleanliness of people's yard, 100%. He don't want to get the floor dirty, does he? Well, listen, of all the things, Anthony Johnston may have been mad at the students, but guess what? He ain't trying to dirty up their yard with his shoes. He had maximum respect. Yeah? You man thought he was saying stay humble for nothing. He want to stay humble. Yeah? Trolls or no trolls, he gonna pull up, take his shoes off. If he has a drink, he gonna wash up his cup afterwards, wash and dry it. Yeah? There's nothing worse than when Dons come around your yard, use a whole bunch of cutlery, and leave it all dirty in the dishes. Yeah, or leave it all dirty in the sink. Yeah, Johnston gonna come round, take his shoes off, wash his cutlery up. What else he gonna do? Yeah, probably gonna take your nan to the shop for some milk. He gonna do the full works. Fair play to the guy, listen. But anyway, listen. I've digressed. AJ, here, good boy. Yeah, AJ, know your role. Yeah, you're a number one company man. About you ain't no company man. You are the company man. In all seriousness, if there was a celebrity, if I had to pick a cabal celebrity to write a book on being a company man, all jokes aside, be real now. AJ Man fans, be honest with yourself. Let's all sit down right now and be honest. If you had to pick a cabal celebrity to write the book on being a company man, who would it be? All jokes aside, be deadly serious. It would be AJ, wouldn't it? It's a fact. There's no... All jokes aside, put all the jokes to the left. Yeah, put all the jokes to the left with AJ's shoes when he walks in. He gonna 100%. AJ gonna walk in, take his shoes off, and leave them to the left. That's what he gonna do. Yeah. So like I said, all jokes to the side, AJ he write the book. He's the number one company man. He gonna do the most for the company. Yeah, I mean, look at William Hill. AJ gonna come out, tell all of his fans, cuck all of his fans about the knockout, just to wheel in some more William Hill Company knockout coin. Yeah, and he knew he had no intention of going in there and delivering no KO. Come on now, in them 12 rounds, at what point did you see Mr. Johnston going for the KO that he told you he was gonna do? Never. He knows that. People know what they're gonna do and what they ain't gonna do. And again, we all know, sport is uncertain, the future is uncertain, but what isn't uncertain is your intentions. People say, YB, you flip-flopped and this, that, the other. Listen, like I say, if people, like Deontay Wilder, he went out there, did he achieve the KO of Fury? No, but he was all in, he tried to. His intention was there. Can't say nothing. I lost some coin on Deontay Wilder, didn't complain. Fair play to the guy. He went out there and put it all on the line. That's all you can ask for. Can we say the same of Johnston versus Mr. Blobby? No. Versus 40-year-old Lev? Yeah? Can we say Anthony Johnston put it all on the line against Mr. Kerbrat 40-year-old Lev? No, we can't. We can't do that. That's definitely what we can't do. He went in there, blew his load in the second round, and then didn't do nothing for 10 rounds. And waited until Mr. Kerbrat, 60-year-old Lev, fell apart. Yeah, wait until his knees give way. Because, listen, Mr. Cobra, 50-year-old Lev, his knee's dusty. When you get to 60 years old, you best believe there's a lot of dust that accumulates in your knees. He was always going to fall over at some point. Johnston knew that. That's why he blew his load and just danced around for the rest of the fight, knowing, wait a minute, thanks Eddie for fixing me up with another 60-year-old. No doubt his knees are going to fail like the last ones did. Yeah? Next thing we know, Pulev straight on the floor. Just how AJ that's just how AJ likes his 60-year-olds on the floor. Yeah, it's AJ's favourite type of 60-year-old is the type of 60-year-old that ends up on the floor in the latter rounds. He loves that one. That's his favourite one. Yeah, AJ's favourite old Don is the one he gets to fight. Facts. AJ loves old people. He loved them. AJ's favourite type of person is an old person, because he knows he can make a big bag and not have to do a lot. Wait a minute, Eddie, why are you going to put me in there with some young bull who's only going to end up topping me like Usyk and Mr. Blobby did? Put me in there with some more 70-year-olds who are going to fall apart and end up on the floor by no fault of my own. You best believe it. AJ didn't do nothing to make Pulev go on the floor. He just jumped on the floor. That's what it was, 100%. But anyway, listen, I've digressed, man. Either way, you best believe it's all A1 information I've just given you there. That's what it has been. But listen, you've seen the title. Yeah, I've given you all the backstory now. Mr. Johnston pulled up on some next Goober University students and tutus. Eddie Hearn and Team AJ had a press conference today and announced they're officially demanding a rematch with the students. Yeah, why is Team AJ demanding a rematch? Well, we know Team AJ have an affinity for rematches. They love rematches. They love rematch clauses. They love all of that stuff. AJ loved to lose, and apparently, because the public, let's not forget people, the public's reaction has been, the public's reaction has been less than uniform. Everyone doesn't agree that AJ won this encounter with the students, and therefore, publicly speaking, it's looking like a bit of an L for Anthony Johnston. This seems to be Anthony Johnston's third competitive loss on his record. So Team AJ have come out today at a press conference and said, we're demanding a rematch with the students. Yeah, we're not accepting this loss. We're going to bounce back. You know what AJ is like? Oh, I've took a loss, but apparently now AJ's also said at the press conference he's going for 4 times. He wants to be 4 times champion now. He's not accepting the loss against the students, and he's coming back to set the public record straight. Anthony Johnston is refusing to accept this loss. He's refusing to take this L against the students. Let's not forget, people. Part of the narrative has been, or part of the backlash against Mr. Johnston has been, AJ, why didn't you do nothing? Why did you bother going up there only to woof? Yeah? Why didn't you just let the hands fly if you was really about it like that? If you weren't a company man, why weren't your hands flying like Mike's were flying? Oops. So again, given that's in the narrative, AJ ain't having that. He coming back, he want the rematch. He coming back for the rematch, facts. And like I said, if you look carefully on YouTube, you'll see the AJ and Eddie Hearn press conference today demanding a rematch with the students. Yeah, now the students in question, there seems to be 2 male goobers and a female. AJ wants all of them at once. Yeah, that's what Eddie Hearn and Team AJ have proposed. They proposed a rematch. You know what Eddie Hearn's like. Eddie Hearn from Rematch Room is proposing a 3-way tag team rematch. AJ wants them all. Yeah, apparently they also said the Usyk fight will be put on the back burner because AJ needs to sort out this mess first. So what do I think about this? Listen, we know, like I've been said, Team AJ love a rematch, man. Am I surprised? Am I surprised AJ wants to have another rematch after taking another L? I'm not. Yeah? I actually think this was conveniently set up. let's not forget we've just seen Floyd Mayweather fight some random ass old dude for a bunch of Saudi coin. So in my opinion, AJ clocked on. Wait there a minute. Why am I going in there with middleweights? Why am I going in there getting embarrassed by middleweights who end up boxing my ears off? I might as well just start doing some exhibitions with uni students who mugged me off. That's what's going on within Team AJ right now. They've worked it out. Wait there a minute. We can go to Saudi, get paid 20 million bucks for some next prince to give us a good korma dumping afterwards. Facts, that's what happens. You man think it's a joke as well, that's the thing. You man think that these cats like Floyd really do fly over only to box for 10 million. You're joking. Yeah, that 10 million is a front. They tell you, oh yeah, no, it's for boxing. It's that 10 million. The boxing's the front for tax purposes. They ain't gonna write on it. Floyd Mayweather can't put on his taxes or can't put in his company accounts. Well, we generated $10 million of revenue for taking that nice Saudi korma dump. They can't do that one. So instead, they put on a little boxing show. Same as AJ. When AJ was in Saudi, $100 million. Oh, $100 million. You think it was that? Do you really think Saudis paid $100 million for Mr. Blobby versus Johnston? Absolutely not. AJ was flown in, and that was the company accounts definition. The company, that is 100%. That was the line in the company. Oh yeah, AJ versus Ruiz, $100 million. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Boxing match. It was that. It was the dumping afterwards. That's where the bulk of the money comes from. These Saudi princes, they see people like AJ at the top of the sport, allegedly the most masculine, and they say, damn, I'd love to dump on him. That'd get me right off. And they fly him in. And AJ, we know he loved coin. He got no shame. And we already know he a bit on the down low anyway, so he probably, the thing about AJ is he probably half getting off to it himself anyway, so it's one of them ones. Yeah, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. Yeah, no doubt, that's what it is. But anyway, listen, like I said, Team AJ had the press conference today. They also said in the press conference, it's the rematch between AJ and the students is likely to take place in Saudi. AJ's obviously clearly set up another one of them korma dumping things. Yeah, some next korma dump he'd be taking in Saudi again. So we're just waiting for the date and the location details now. I'm hearing the AJ versus Usyk fight was supposed to be in July. That's now been cancelled and they're looking to set this up. Yeah, in Riyadh. What's that place? Riyadh? I don't know where it was, but that's where they're looking to do the rematch. Who will win? How's it going to go? We don't know. Yeah, because some of the students involved have contacted the YB, and I told them, listen, you can flip this into a trilogy for sure. Yeah, all you got to do is come out, put that chin down, and wing one over the top. And Johnston, he's gonna be feeling real sorry for himself. And that's the problem you see when these fighters today, they're always trying to take easy touches. AJ running from Usyk now, trying to rematch the students instead of handling his real business. This says it all about the exhibition industry. Yeah, Anthony Johnson has cancelled his rematch to go and have a trilogy fight against students. How embarrassing, no shame. And I did wonder at the time when this video came out. Yeah, I told you. I wonder where this is leading to. Why has Team AJ put this video out? Now we know. Yeah, AJ setting up a string or setting up the storyline to milk exhibition fights in Saudi. That's what it is. AJ versus students. $100 million show. That's what it's coming to now. 100%. And it's going to be announced within the next few weeks. So, and let's not forget, people, we know Eddie Hearn's been involved in KSI and Jake Paul, so please don't tell me that AJ versus students. Eddie Hearn loves these kind of ones there. He loved them ones. And Eddie Hearn will come in and he was even saying at the press conference, he's quite close, he's not sure. AJ's a bit vulnerable now, and he's selling it. Fair play to Eddie. Eddie's selling this one. Eddie's selling the legs off this rematch. Yeah, we're not sure how sturdy AJ's legs are, and he likes to pump weights, and there is 3 students, and there's a few different dynamics at play here. We've got 3 students, 2 male, 1 female, versus Johnston. Yeah? But like I said, Johnston's handicapped. He's full of pumping weights. He's slow, no cardio, no chin. Yeah, so it's, again, it's quite a close fight, to be honest with you. I'm intrigued to see where the bookies are going to have this one at for this rematch. This is actually quite an intriguing rematch, truth be known. Yeah. So anyway, in conclusion, once again, rematch room strikes. AJ versus Students 2 come in. The speculated date is July 29th in Saudi. And this shows you where the state of the world's at, people. No doubt. The former heavyweight champ is now putting on exhibition fights with Students. Rematch exhibition fights at that. Wow.